Continuing with ETBU Extra today from the campus of East Texas Baptist University from the first floor of the Huffman Student Activities area in the Ornella Student Center. We've already talked Lady Tigers softball. Now it's time to focus our attention on the bigger diamond as we talk Tiger baseball with the head coach of the Tigers, Jared Hood. And Coach, last weekend was a very important series as you went to Pineville to play Louisiana College. As we talked last week, you needed to come out of that series with an opportunity to host one of the brackets for the ASC tournament, and congratulations, you did just that. Number 2 seed, and the Tigers will host this weekend. Go back and talk about Louisiana College and the pressure that your team must have felt, knowing that we needed to get some wins. You went 2-1 in the series against LC.
We didn't feel any pressure. I mean, at that point in time, we were already in the tournament, which is what matters. Because when you get to that point, anything can happen. Now, it's always nice to have it at your place. Playing in front of your fans at your yard. But, we were really loose. We relaxed. And we came out and we played really well Friday night, the first game, and did some really good things. And, there wasn't a whole lot of pressure because we were still in a position to control our own destiny. If we were going to host, we were going to host. If we weren't, we weren't. And we were just prepared to go in there and to play and, to get prepared for this upcoming weekend.
Of course, on Friday, the schedule kind of changed because of the weather. Did we have some weather last Friday and Saturday in East Texas and Louisiana? So you moved the doubleheader for Friday. You won game 1 6-3. What do you remember about that ball game? I know there were some home runs hit again by Dylan Sumter and Dinah Stowell and Cam Summerall as well.
Cam Summerall, yeah. We played really good baseball. We pitched it really well. Some timely hitting, played good defense. Overall, just a well-played ball game, and we got the win and hit some balls out of the yard, which is always fun to do for us, and was able to get a win that game. And then next game was really kind of uncharacteristic for us. We kind of got out of our approaches and at the plate, had some really bad defensive plays, and just as well as we played the first game, we played as equally bad the second game. Usually that comes on, the next day after a well-played game, but, not usually from doubleheader game to game. But, we were able to rebound and claim the series and do some, have the opportunity to host.
I'm going to go back to game 1. Jimmy Russo with another save. I mean, how confident as a coach are you that you know that Jimmy's in the bullpen?
Yeah, he's been automatic for us, and our mindset is, get to the 7th. How can we get to the 7th? And, and our pitching staff has done just a phenomenal job this year of getting the game into Jimmy's hands at the end and letting him control it from there. And our offense has done a good job in for us to be in positions to be able to put Russo in and to close the game out. So, but that kid he's matured as a baseball player, on and off the field, and he's really done a nice job for us, and I'm really proud of him.
In the last game of the series, he comes in relief, gets another save, 2 saves over the weekend. Cody Pierce was the winner in the pitching on Saturday, and Ashley Dukes picked up the win on Friday when they split the weekend series on the first day of the doubleheader. Of course, let's talk about the last game, 8-4 win. Did you know going in that game that you kind of really needed to win that game to stay in the hunt to host?
All I knew is that we had to match whatever Hardin Simmons and Concordia were going to do. And I told the guys, I said, all we got to do is we got to play our baseball. And, we came out and we played decently well the last day. Didn't play great, but played good enough. Able to put ourselves in a good position. Now, I think the Hardin Simmons game was over before ours finished. So I think some of our guys knew. I had no clue until we were walking to the bus that we had gotten into the top or to the number 2 seed. So that was exciting. Made for a great ride home, and a lot of anxious thoughts coming back home from Pineville. But I was really proud of our guys and the way they handled kind of the adversity. Baseball players are creatures of habit. We like to show up at the same time. We like to do the same pregame routines and the same throwing program, stretching routine, everything. You like for it to be the same all the time. And anytime the weather comes out and makes you change plans, it kind of throws a wrench into it. And So our guys really kind of handled that adversity really well. Handled being on the road really well. And Pine was a hard place to win. You know, I think Jackson Rader was attacked by bugs the entire weekend, so he was kind of fed up with that. And it was hot and humid, and a lot of rain fell. So I mean, there was a lot of external factors that went into us winning that series. So for us to go down there and come out with a win in the series was really good.
On the Saturday game, the Tigers went 8-4, pick up their 28th win of the year against 12 losses, end up with the number 2 seed in the ASC, and they're hosting the Red Bracket this weekend at Woodsfield. In the ball game on Saturday, Connor Combs 4 for 4. Tyler Bates with his 11th home run of the year. I still understand how Tyler can put it out. He's so short, but he's so muscular. But congratulations to Tyler Bates getting his 11th home run of the year. Now let's talk about the weekend. The Tigers are now hosting the Red Bracket in this year's ASC tournament format. There's 8 teams who make it into the postseason. They split it up in 2 double elimination tournaments. The blue bracket is being hosted by number 1 seed Concordia, and playing in Austin is Laterno, UT Tyler, and UT Dallas. Coming to the campus at ETBU this weekend for the Red Bracket is Sul Ross State, Hardin-Simmons, and Howard Payne. Tigers have their first game Friday night at 7 p.m. against Howard Payne. Talk about the series coming up. It's a fun time for Tiger baseball.
Yeah, it's a really fun time. It's going to be a great atmosphere all weekend. I don't know a whole lot about Howard Payne. They're one team that we didn't face this year. But all I know about them is that they're in the tournament. And if they're in the tournament, that means that they're a dangerous team, and that we're going to have to play our best baseball to be able to come out with the win. And and that's true in any tournament. You've got to be playing some really good baseball to be able to compete. And it's win or go home. So excited to get it going.
As I left work yesterday, I noticed your team down there practicing on Woodsfield. It sounded like y'all was having a good time down there. The music was blaring, the players were chattering and encouraging one another. What was the practices? I saw a bunch of infield work going on yesterday.
Well, we did some infield work. With finals and everything, we're really trying to stay on the lighter workload. Let these guys finish up their academic stuff and to put them in a good position to be able to get all their studying done and everything like that. So I know as a player, after I was studying for finals, I couldn't wait to get out to the yard and kind of decompress from the books a little bit. So we're trying to create a fun atmosphere for the guys and a place where they can come and just kind of relax and we can go through, get our work in, and then let them go and let them get back after it in the classroom. But yeah, our guys right now, as far as situations and stuff, if it's not fixed right now, it's not getting fixed by this weekend. So, we just need to stay in the groove, stay in a routine, continue to hit and field and throw, and just be as prepared as we can possibly be for this weekend.
Well, Coach Hood, best of you and your Tigers this weekend as you host the Red Bracket of the American Southwest Conference Baseball Tournament Series. The 2 winners of the red and blue bracket end up next weekend at the highest seed to play for the championship ASC and the automatic qualifier into the NCAA playoffs. So first pitch scheduled for the Tigers is Friday night at 7 p.m. Hoping to make plans. Of course, you can watch the game on the live video feed and listen to it as well at goetbtigers.com. Ken Klein will have a call from the ballpark this weekend. Don't go away. Still more Tiger athletics to talk. We got track and field and tennis on the agenda. We'll be back with more with ETBU Extra in just a moment.